Hello and welcome back to Erlengrat. This is episode 10 of our survival challenge series, of which I started with £5 and now own my own land and farm. In the previous episode we sold most of our silage that we had in the silage pit, and since then I've been doing a little bit of work in the background here, getting the farm a bit more established. Now, we finished the previous episode on about £600 odd left in the bank after we'd bought the John Deere combine, which we have now at the farm, which is fantastic. I'm standing here in the middle of the barley field, which is now ready to harvest. Little clue there, something we'll be doing in today's episode. I've also got to show you some modifications I've made to the farm area. So to give you a bit of a background, after the last episode I came back, sold all the rest of the silage we had in the silage pit, which has allowed me to buy a few things for the farm, a storage shelter. I mean, I'm overselling this loads, there isn't actually much. In fact, I'll show you now, and that'll explain a lot, to be honest. So we're standing on the edge of our barley field. You can see I've brought the John Deere combine over here, the 6200 ready to use with the 216 header. And we'll be using this to cut our barley field in a moment. Beautiful weather here today, by the way. Much nicer than the previous episode, isn't it? It's like I planned it. Don't do things like that. Here's the lizard tractor that we've got here, just tucked away. We will have a proper storage shed for these at some point, but the fund's currently at 1,145. So we do keep going in this yo-yo-y sort of earning loads of, or a fair bit of money, and then end up spending the money, but then we progress further. So it's sort of a backwards and forwards sort of thing, but we are progressing, which is great. And episode 10 already, can't believe we're on episode 10. So I've emptied the silage pit. What you actually see in the silage pit right here now is the cut grass. I've done a little bit of grass cutting over in this little area here, just to kill some time really, and put some in the silage pit, but we're not going to rush at getting this fermented just yet because we've got loads more grass here to put in. I'd rather fill it up than ferment it too soon. Something I might do off screen. So you'll notice here I've put a little storage shed in, an old sort of wooden, very basic structure here. We've got our mower here, or topper. Got the front loader with the silage fork. We've got our seeder here, a weight at the back, and our old trailer, which we use to cart the silage. I cannot wait to get rid of that thing, but don't let them hear me say that. And obviously our Pottinger 15 collector for the grass. Why do these names just go out of my head? I don't know. Anyways, not important right now. So yes, that's what I spent the remaining silage money on, just starting to establish a little bit of a farm area. So 2 jobs in this episode really. Nice, simple. Going to get the barley field harvested. We are going to hopefully have some straw swath behind, which we can collect with our loading wagon. That is the word I was thinking of, not collector. I don't know what I was thinking there. Yes, with the loading wagon afterwards, which can be stored for the time being or sold. Haven't really decided yet, but that's fine. And the other job is to start doing a bit of forestry around here. We've got some trees here which we do own. The border of our land sort of goes up to the corner here. I think just around the corner, sort of around this sort of area. So we've got all this area here. Wouldn't mind getting these trees down, because we could then expand the farm out to the corner to the roadside maybe at some point. So that's kind of a couple of jobs for today. Yeah, so I'll jump in the combine. There we are, and we'll get the engine started. Now, obviously I haven't done much care on this first crop here, so we do have a lot of weed through it. It wasn't limed. It was obviously a ploughed area because I ploughed the grassland that was here to make our first arable field, but it hasn't been fertilised. It's real basic, putting something in the ground, letting it grow and harvest it. We'll see how much yield we get from it. So Oh yes, of course, need to unfold the harvester first, that would help. Lower that header and we'll get started. Look at that. How satisfying is that to start harvesting our first crop? Always love that first harvest. Probably not going to be a massive yield, but any yield is good right now. And you can see the straw swath falling behind here as well. So, we'll get this done, and I shall meet you afterwards.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Feast is the spot to take the blues away. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water.
Okay, slight issue here. This trailer, the old trailer, should take pretty much any type of grain out of this combine. For some reason, it is not piping out into this trailer. I have no idea why this is. So, I did sort of jinx this by saying I can't wait to get rid of this old trailer. I think it's time to get rid of this old trailer. So I'm going to take this down to the store, try and pick up a different trailer with the money that we've got, and hopefully that will allow me to output this grain and pipe it out into it to sell. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Okay, so moment of truth time here. Bought this new Ferguson trailer. Is it going to work? What is going on? What's the deal here? Why won't you accept it? Okay. Oh, there we go. That was odd. Some of it came. There it is. No idea what the problem was there. Oh well, we're doing it now. This is good. Okay. So, here's the plan. Once this is full, we're gonna go to wherever is the best price for barley, which, let's have a look now, is gonna be the Felsbrunn grain mill, which actually is the train depot or the train drop. So we put our grain into there, which is £688 per 1,000 litres. Now, that it also involves waiting for the train every time. That could be time consuming. For £508 per 1,000 litres, I could go to the supermarket, which is much closer as well. I know it's a bit of a drop in cash, but it would be much quicker. I think we'll do that. Okay, so back into the tractor, and we're going to head off now to the supermarket with 3,000 litres of barley. Unfortunately, we don't have a big enough trailer right now to be able to load this up with thousands and thousands of litres before we sell it, but that's okay. This whole series has been about challenge. It's in the title, and we don't mind that because that's why we're doing it. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Actually, that doesn't make a lot of sense in this context, but you know what I mean.
Past the point of no return, baby, on the summer night. The shot of love and the spark of laughter breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat.
Okay, so that's the final load of barley sold at the supermarket, or sold to the supermarket. You would have noticed during that time lapse of the harvest and collection of the barley, I did decide to switch up trailers about maybe halfway through to this lizard trailer, which actually holds a fair bit for the price. I did spend nearly £10,000 of our earnings on it, but I was gonna plan on buying a bigger trailer, to be fair, from the get-go, with the earnings from this yield, or from this harvest. So yeah, we kind of bit the bullet a little bit. We've ended up with more money than we started with still. 3,679 left there. Not sure where I'm going to park this trailer for the moment. It is rather large. Might see if I can maybe pop it just round the corner. Oh, it's on like a dolly system. I'm never very good with driving dollies. It's a bit better when it's a truck attached to it, but maybe for the moment I will park it just over here. Actually, that would be very useful, because the next job is to cut down some of these trees. So let's turn this tractor off and jump out. Now, chainsaw time. This was something I bought actually off camera during the between the last episode and this episode. So already purchased, came out of our funds. I have no cheating here, no loans, no leasing, nothing like that. It's bought out of our own money, out of our funds. So let's start with one of these trees here and get as low down to the ground as we can get. There we are, and cut that down. Excellent. And let's take the foliage off. Make it a nice long trunk. Oops, I think that's it. Yep, cool. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop up all of these trees, and I'm going to try and get them loaded up into the trailer, ready to take down to the sawmill, which is only just down the road. Nice and convenient location for us, and we need to clear this area anyway. I do plan on planting some more trees in the future, probably the near future. I don't plan to just get rid of these and not replant, but this area will become quite a decent farm yard sort of area. make this the base for our farm, certainly for the meantime anyway. Might be cutting these a bit thick to pick up. Let's have a look. Can I pick that up? Apparently I can. Nice. Yep, so I'll get the rest of these cut. Won't take too long. Load these trailers up and then I will meet you at the sawmill to get them sold. And that's where we'll probably finish today's episode. Okay, so I've just taken down 2 trees, but our trailers are pretty full. Now if I have a jump up here, they are fairly full, all sorts of odd shapes and sizes of wood. So I've got all this still to cut up. I think what we'll do for today, because it's going to take quite a while, is going to jump in the tractor, get this taken down to the sawmill. Just reverse that back as best as I can. Whilst trying not to crash into the trees. Yeah, we'll take this down to the sawmill, get it sold. I know there are a few spaces in the trailer here, but this is going to be quite heavy as it is. And we'll take this down to the sawmill, get it sold, and leave it there, I think, for today. We've got loads of straw to collect up in our field of barley that we harvested just now. So that will be another job to be done, and to be fair, I'm still deciding whether we're going to keep that straw, sell that straw. If I was to keep it, I'd have to either just offload it into a pile for the moment, or find a way of purchasing a straw barn or something like that. But we can look into those options. There's always lots of options to play with. That's why I love this game. So here's the sawmill, nice local location to our farm, which is one of the reasons I picked it. I don't know why I've waited till now to do some forestry, to be fair. I should hopefully be able to drop the trailer in here, which is the sell point, I think. We'll turn the tractor off, drop out here, and trigger the button here and see how much we're going to get paid. Wow, that's nice. 4,772, and that's not even 2 full trees. Lovely, this could be a little money earner for us. Right, lovely people, thank you so much for watching this episode. I know it's been a little long-winded, a few little trials and tribulations along the way, but we're getting there, and finishing on a nice total as well. So, end of episode 10. What will episode 11 hold for us? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this episode, I'd really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so that you don't miss any future episodes that are released. Until next time, have a wonderful week and a lovely day, and I'll see you soon.